Hey guys, Lance here. This video I'm going to go over how to look at multi-candle setups. Make sure you watch the last video from last month on the single candle setups. It ties into what we're going to talk about. Made a presentation here and then I'll show some examples. All right, so here we have multi-candle patterns. And make sure you understand the one candle pattern first because that ties into multi obviously. First one that you'll see pretty commonly is called the bullish engulfing candle. And this one, you have a reversal after a downtrend. So here we have two different candles. First candle is a downtrend with the red candle. Have your open, have your close. And then the next candle, you notice how we get a reversal. It went lower and then it moved up above the previous candle's high. So it's engulfing it. It's not only lower than the previous, but it's also higher than the previous. This is typically a bullish setup. Think about what's happening with buyers and sellers. In the previous candle, we're having a lot of the sellers coming in, shorting, buying puts. Then they run out of steam here. The buyers are coming back and they had more momentum, typically more volume than the previous candle to bring it up here. There's a good indication that it might continue moving up at this point. There was pretty much a bullish engulfing right here at the 11:30 on SPY for April, what was it, 29th. You can see at 11:30 Central had a pretty big down candle with a good amount of volume. Then we stayed in between it with the engulfing, and then it moved up. Didn't happen all the way in one candle though. Next candle pushed above it. So it's similar to a bullish engulfing in that case. And then had a good amount of momentum. Could have taken it to this green level here. Probably would have closed out here. But if you did continue into it, if you were looking at the previous close over here, you would have stayed in it and you could have made a decent amount of profit here as well. Now, when is it good to buy calls or buy a stock in this case? You want to line up with key support. Make sure you're near an SRX level, previous low, some moving averages, even demand zones. If you look here, we were not at the moving average yet. If this happens to be near the moving average, and then you see the engulfing come up here, especially with an EMA alert on it, could be a good setup for buying calls. For example, SPY moving off 8 EMA, new 50-day EMA. After a pullback that's not extended, you want this after a dip, not after a huge run up, because then you'll be chasing it. So you want to wait for the down candle first, see the run up happen, and then get in. Volume confirmation would help as well. You want to have higher volume on the green candle compared to the red candle because that would make a stronger signal for it. Just checking if anyone's here. All right. Yeah, lots are up. All right. Next is the bearish engulfing candle. It's very similar to the bullish engulfings. It's the opposite. Previous candle, we started here, had a lot of momentum going up, closed here. Then the next candle, it was continuing moving up. However, it pushed down, and then the close was lower than the previous candle's start or low. So you're going to take opposite setups here. You have sellers in control because of the second candle. You want to look for continuation on the downside for it. These are pretty much the opposite of the engulfing Harami candles. You don't really have to worry too much about the names of all these. You just want to be able to have the pattern recognition. So when you see this happen, you could take action on it. In this bearish harami here, we have a lot of price action with the highs and the lows. And then we have a small red candle afterwards. I typically don't do these as much. I'll usually look for the engulfing candles. Happens after the uptrend, large green candle, small red candle inside. Buyers might be losing control here, and you can look for a bearish setup, especially if it's at a level or EMAs. Bullish setup's the same idea, just opposite. Started here, brought it down here, closed here. And then you could see how the buyers are stepping in, and we close a little bit higher than the open. Selling pressure could be weakening. Again, do this next to levels, EMAs, VWAPs. You see, have a morning star. This is a 3 candle. It's a bullish reversal. You want to have a pretty large red candle. Sellers are in control here. Then you'll see a doji type candle. Dojis are where you have very small base, pretty large wicks here. So remember in the doji in the previous um, last month, that could signal a reversal. If you see the green candle come up here with volume, you might want to consider taking calls on the next one. On this 3 candle setup, I'll typically want to get in near the end of this candle, but not wait until the fourth, because sometimes if you wait too long, you may not get too much movement afterwards. So if you have a time frame like 5-minute candles, you might want to lower it to 3-minute or 2-minute. And the end of like the 3-minute candle, you could get in, and it might just keep moving up. Large red, small indecision, and then a strong green. So for the transition here, we have sellers coming in. Sellers are coming right here. Then there's exhaustion. The buyers and sellers are pushing at the doji candle, but then the buyers are stepping in on that 3rd green candle right here. As the buyers go in, you want to get in to calls with momentum as well. You want to be at a key support SRX level. There's a higher probability of moving up past it. Think bouncing off a demand or ADMA. Strong 3rd candle should be a decisive one. If this 3rd candle is barely moving much, probably want to wait until the next candle setup to see if it's going to continue in that momentum. Ideally closes well into the first red candle. And then the next candle continues up. That means confirmation of it. Best after a pullback in a trend. So if you see a downward trend here, let's say there's many candles slowly going down. You see a big down candle here, but then you see the doji, you see a possible reversal. That's where you want to push in. And ideally, you have the SRX level somewhere over here. Trend contacts best after the pullback and riskier in a full-blown downtrend. If it's a fairly trending market, if we see it hitting various SRX levels throughout the day, and then you see this happen at a level, this could be a better place than if we're at, R1 to S1 to S2, and it just keeps dropping down with no reversals. You probably don't want to go into calls in that case. Evening stars are pretty much the opposite. Imagine quite a few upward momentum, big green candle. Bulls are in control here. You see a doji here, and then you see the reversal with volume, ideally at a level. When this happens, you could push it down even more. Now, another thing that you could do is look at if you have any of the paid trading view indicators. You go to technicals, you just type in, say, engulfing. I personally don't use these, but because I just look for the pattern recognition of it. You can click on it, and then you have like a engulfing bears set up here. You can fiddle around with the settings, no detection. tests on SMAs, EMAs. That's directly from TradingView. I don't know if any will actually come up. Okay, here we had a bearish engulfing. See upward movement. It's barely a bearish. It went down. There's a little bit of a better setup. Here it went down. Unfortunately, this one would have stopped out because it went back up, but there's another bearish engulfing. So yeah, again, check for indicators. You can just leave in built-in technicals. There's a lot here. And you can just look at different patterns, for instance, bearish flag patterns, bullish flag patterns. You need a higher level for that one. If you have the premium, you could use that one as well. And there are many different types of candles. The main ones I look at for single candles are the dojis, because dojis could signal a reversal, and the hammer candle, hangman. Those are some that I used before. Those you could do it on the essential plan. The hammer bull, no detection, see if any came up. Hammer channel here. Again, this is from last month's video. A lot of downward pressure. Sellers weren't able to keep it moving down. Buyers came in, and then you see the upward move. So I'll look for possible ways to use some of these setups going forward. And if you have any questions, let me know. And I'll see you guys on the next one.